Check, check.
Even though it looks like it's the future, really a long, long time ago.
Alright. Welcome.
Wait, did you already turn on Fraps?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, okay.
You ready?
I guess so.
Okay, here, let me move things.
We're starting. Today's game is Dan sets the video.
Yeah, no, this is Jamestown, Legend of the Lost Colony. Oh, this is also Team Wonder Bumblers.
Oh yeah, Team Wonder Bumblers. You may know us from such games as Shovel Knight and Save the Date and Dan's own game,
Fair Lady
Fair
Warning.
Lady Warning.
Yes.
And I think that's it.
So far, yeah.
Oh no, wait, didn't we record one the other day?
We recorded some Ruin Diver, which is another game that I made that is...
terribly hard,
almost
and at which I am terrible.
Yes. But you beat it.
That's true.
Spoiler alert for those of you who haven't seen that episode yet.
I'm sure if they've made it this far into our
thing,
into the chasm that is our
videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then, they didn't give up after like episode 2 of Shovel Knight. Then I think
then they're probably good to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. So Jamestown is pretty much awesome. It's a space shooter where all the European powers colonize Mars instead of.
I see, and it's 1619.
Yeah.
Are there any on Mars? Are there any native peoples to exploit?
Kinda, yeah. You'll find out.
That's too bad. See, we can fix the mistakes.
Yeah. I'm gonna check one thing and see if we can clear the save, but we can't clear the save, so I'm not gonna worry about that right now. We're just gonna play the first level again because I played it once to kind of test the fraps and see how that goes. You ready?
So what is Judgment? Is it difficulty level?
Yes, but we don't want Judgment. We're gonna play on Legendary because that's what unlocks all the levels as you go along.
Oh, okay.
It's a standard like top-down shooter. So hold a button, and then just press, and then just like set your controls.
What's the typical?
So controls are your joystick, and then it'll tell you A is your fire button, X is your special attack, and B is your vaunt.
What does vaunt mean?
Vaunt means that you go into a special mode where you score higher and your weapon
because
gets more
you're
powerful.
Vince Vaughn.
Sure.
Is there any reason for me to change the controls?
No, probably not. I'm gonna go ahead and try one more thing here.
Maybe it would have been good to have this ready before we started recording.
Maybe.
Another episode of Dan Sets the Controls, already in progress.
Okay, whatever, I'm ready. Ready! Okay, so we only have one ship we can pick right now, because I'm purposely not purchasing this one, even though I probably have the money. Just go to pick the beam ship, or you can get gunpowder, I guess. But I don't necessarily recommend.
Oh, is this one of those overhead shooter games?
It is.
Oh, I love these!
Excellent.
Oh, man.
You didn't realize that was what this was?
No, I didn't. When you said shooter, I was thinking like first-person shooter. I was
No.
like, how is this going to be a first-person shooter? I'm sort of confused.
No, yeah, you want this.
I want beam.
You want beam. I think beam's a good starter ship.
All-around performance.
Yeah. You could also use gunpowder, because I have the expansion.
Yeah, I'll just do... Oh, I'm so excited. These are the kind of games that like you always wish you could play when you go to like Chuck E. Cheese.
November 5th, 1916, morning. I must admit, nothing could have prepared my old eyes for what now lies before them. The new world is truly a wonder to behold.
It truly is.
Sadly, I have little time to enjoy the view. Though I eluded my captors at the Tower of London long enough to make passage to Jamestown Colony, I doubt very much that they have given up the chase. I have pinned my hopes of survival on the mysterious lost colony of Roanoke.
So there's a lost Roanoke in Mars too?
Yeah, there is. If I can produce the solution to such an enduring and tragic mystery, I am convinced that my heroism would earn amnesty for my crimes. For now, I make for the battlefields of the eastern frontier. I have it on good authority that John Smith himself is to be found there defending our settlements from the allied Spanish Martian forces. I'm going to ask you to do me a favor. When it gives you like the level description, I want you to read those.
The level description?
Yeah, it'll come up in it'll be white text.
Okay. Racist.
Just gonna roll right past that. I pray
Yeah,
that
the
he will
best
have
way to
some
roll
idea.
right past that would have just been to continue reading and not pause and tell me.
Well, too late now. I pray that he will have some idea of how an entire colony of 117 souls can disappear and leave no trace to mark its passing. The conveyance hums at my side. I fear violence waits for me on the road ahead. R. The main character is Raleigh.
Who? Raleigh?
Like Sir Walter Raleigh.
Like Raleigh, North Carolina?
Thingy.
War upon the east frontier, in which a settlement is ravaged by... Oh no!
So this is your special. This is your main. And we don't. And you know what? We compete a little bit for gold, but we don't actually compete for power-ups directly. Now the Vaunt.
Wait, have you showed me this game before?
Possibly. Have we played it before?
No, it just seems slightly familiar.
It might be.
But maybe it's just the general like overhead, like all overhead shooters look pretty much the same.
That's possible. Okay, so if we want a Vaunt,
what does Vaunt mean?
Vaunt means this. It gives you a short shield for amount of time.
Where did I go?
Weapon gets
Did
more
I
powerful.
die?
Yeah, you did. You have to wait 10 seconds for your respawn. And if we both die at the same time, then we have to use a credit to.
Oh, we have to put in a quarter.
Yeah. No, but also you can get the one. See, that respawns me early.
Oh, I see. Ow! I died again.
See, like I can do the same thing.
Nice.
That'll be very useful in the last level.
Oh, I died again. Boy, I am horrible.
It's okay.
Do we have lives?
Oh yeah, we have 2 credits that we can use to respawn. So it's best that we both don't die at the same time.
Okay.
Because that will be when we have to use the credit. So get the gold when you can. That'll fill up your meter, and then it'll allow you to do the Vaunt.
I still don't know what vaunting is.
Vaunting is when you press your special Vaunt button. That you should notice what it is. See, now we have to use a credit.
Oh, I see.
And I should have vaunted there. That was my bad.
Whoops.
For Pete's sake.
I just died.
See, that's the problem with this game, is it gets like 100% more chaotic when you're playing with 2 people. So if you have the help...
Is there any reason why I wouldn't use the special attack all the time?
Because it gives you a short shield for a time, and then like you have to keep collecting gold to keep it going.
Okay.
And so like the reason you wouldn't use it all the time is because you might be saving it for like a boss where it'd be more effective.
It is super effective.
Now we want to keep those revives around as long as we can, because we can use those
Oh wow, we're
to revive
already...
each other early. Oh, this is the first boss. No big deal.
So many things happening all at once.
Yep, many. So you want to attack this guy as much as possible. How am I supposed to tell the difference between me and you in this? That's my big...
You're the red guy, and I'm the blue guy.
I guess. Sorry, I did it.
What did you do?
I did the revive. And if we time our vaunts correctly, like we can have like one person do a shield and the other person do a shield like this. Oh, never mind, I can't do shield yet, I can't vaunt. Oops! This is gonna be a fun game full of bumbling. I'm sorry, I thought you watched the video that I posted of this and I thought so that you would know.
Oh, maybe that's... No, I probably didn't. Whoops.
Oh, no, that's okay, that's okay, that's okay. Just hold on for like... I was gonna say like 2 more seconds. Folks, I hope you're enjoying watching us die, because there's gonna be a lot more where that came from. You ready?
I think so.
Let's do this.
War upon the east frontier, in which a settlement is ravaged by betentacled Martians loyal to the Spanish.
Okay, let's play better. See, I'm not sure I'm... Oh well.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh, there was one... Okay, so there's this one arcade place we went this one time, and they had... I guess they were having like free... Like certain games were free or something weird. And they had one of these like overhead shooters like this. And so I didn't need to put quarters in, and I can't even remember who I played it with. But we beat it like all the way, and it was so exciting. We just like kept going. And I had never beaten a game like this before. Oh, I keep pressing the wrong one.
No, that's okay. You vaunted though. That's something.
But I still don't know what it does.
It gives you... Okay, so you see how you're purple? You're like your weapon is purple right now?
Yeah.
That's because you are...
Awesome?
Yes, exactly. You know, the purple weapon means that you are extra powerful right now.
Oh, so it's kind of like star power.
In Mario Brothers?
No, in Guitar Hero.
Yes. And the different... But you only get the shield when it starts.
Press Vaunt. Okay, so when it says press Vaunt, I should press Vaunt.
You don't always want to, because you might want to save it for something useful. But those ones, like, you want to keep them around, like, not necessarily forever, but oh, that was...
That didn't work out, did it?
Nope. I was hoping I had the pattern for that guy and dodging him, but I did not, alas.
Alas, indeed. So what's the... Why did it tell... okay. Why did it tell me to press Vaunt? If...
It tells you to press Vaunt because it's saying you can press it now if you want to.
I just died.
Yeah. Oh, for Pete's sake! There we go. Yeah, I unlocked Judgment Mode after a while in this game, and I think I eventually... I tried to play it like once, and I was just like, nope, can't do this. I do not have the skill. Okay. Just gotta keep...
How am I avoiding all these things? Holy cow.
Yeah, I know, right?
Stop firing at me.
Oh, it's gonna get worse. Level 2 is, like, way worse than this. Level 2 is actually, like, the one that, like... You ever heard of, like, games where, like, one level is, like, way harder than the others? Even though it, like, is out of sequence to be that hard? Level 2 is that level for this game.
Oh, I got hit right in the face.
Yeah, you did.
I'm gonna punch you in the tooth.
Office reference number 1 for this series, for those of you playing at home.
And it's like the same reference I made last time, too.
Really?
Or, I mean, like, we made it in Shovel Knight. Like,
probably.
Talk about, I'm gonna punch you in the tooth.
That's very likely.
Oh, I like the... What is it about Western music that's so distinctive?
I don't know.
Like, I can't... There's, like, I guess it's like a certain chord structure and melody structure that...
Story time. Do you want to read this one?
Evening. As we drove back the last of the Allied Spanish/Martian forces, we heard a distant battle cry through the smoke and dust behind us.
Oh, sorry.
Erupting dramatically from the clouds was none other than John Smith, his handsome figure posed dramatically at the prow of his ship. This dashing entrance came a moment too late to render us any actual assistance, but the man's eagerness and thirst for adventure do much to forgive his lacking punctuality. Having turned the tide of his frontier campaign against the enemy, his spirits were high, and he offered us lodgings for the night. Over a bonfire feast of roast pork and potatoes, delicious. Smith drew out a crude map of the place. The crude map made lots of crude jokes, and of a place he and his men called the Dark Sector. Shrouded within foreboding clouds and tempestuous cyclones, he believes that this godforsaken place may hold the answers I seek. Of course, our course will take us directly through territory controlled by the Spanish. Their conquistador will want vengeance after their losses here today. May some light find us in these dark and forgotten corners of the wilderness. We leave at dawn.
Okay, so, on the next episode of Team Wonder Bubblers,
Is it already?
Get to go to the Dark Sector. I know, it's already time. You ready?
Yes. I am ready.